What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at headliner Cunha, the new objective that you could get from Friday for the whole week. He is week one. I'm interested with him. He was a card that relatively was not too bad to go into. We have got obviously a new game mode for him in headliners. Let me know down below, have you completed it, or are you looking to complete it this week? Let me know down below. And also, who else would you like in Headliners Weekly? If you was to look at Cunha on the basis, 4-star Brazilian cam in the Bundesliga, he has got a high attacking work rate with a low defensive, and honestly, not bad of a player. 6 foot, right-footed. I can't really say too much bad against him, and especially with free cards, I always try and give them necessarily the benefit of the doubt, just because they don't cost anything, and normally it's players that are players that don't normally get specials. Obviously, this guy has managed to get himself an inform. It's probably one of the main the weeklies that actually has some sort of kind of like variety of card. Most of them have got informs, other than maybe Fabinho, who seems to have not had an inform but still managed to get a headliner. I'm pretty sure last year it was that you needed at least 2 informs to actually get yourself a headliner. In terms of stats for this card, 86 pace, not bad, needs a little bit of work. 85 shooting, which is actually quite nice. 80 passing, and then we also have 89 dribbling. We've got 77 physicals and some standout stats. I think dribbling was very, very nice. Even being 6 foot, he felt like he could definitely move the ball, which is always fantastic. And then passing wise was average, I'd say. I'd say it's good to average, if anything, but again, 84 rated. He has got the chance to go up. A lot of people are looking mainly at the hunter for him, which would turn him into an 87 cam or an 89 centre forward, so very much more of an attacking player. If you was to kind of disregard the pace and go with a Deadeye, you're looking at a 91 cam, and I believe that is 4th on the list, but I think that for me is more of your assisting cam. You don't really need a load of pace if you're going to be passing and assisting, but you've already got to remember long passes are out the equation with only 72 on the base, and that doesn't go up unfortunately with a Deadeye, but you still get your shooting bonus. So long shots, all of that great stuff is always a potential if you do manage to get him there. But anyway, let's get into some gameplay straight on with it and see what he did. If we do go with some gameplay for him, then honestly, he worked well. I tried him at left cam, I tried him at normal centre cam, and I tried him at right cam just to kind of check the positions for him. Obviously, his base card is a cam, but he managed to get an inform as a left mid as his first inform. So it was interesting to see what that was all about. Is he good as a left mid? And personally, well, more of a left cam if anything, so it's kind of a bit of both. I found that playing in that middle cam variety was absolutely superb for him. He gets to go down the middle, he does manage to kind of get more involved with the passing and the assisting, but also did manage to get quite a few goals. I did try him with a few icons just linked around him because we was trying Robin at the same time, and then we needed a bit more clips, so I decided to take all them out and make him the sole focus. And honestly, once I did that, he was so much better. We see constantly goals. An extra 2 matches did wonders. But if we do go into the overall, as you can see, we're back with the headliner theme. I quite like the background, a little bit changing depending on what card it is. I would like to get the image a little bit more crisp. If you do know how to do that, let me know down below, as personally I'm awful with it and I do need to get better lighting. I am very much aware of that. But in terms of what you can do with him, as you can see, this is with the Deadeye, and then obviously with the hunter, what everybody else is going to be trying to use because everybody wants pace, then that is what is going to give him there. In terms of the objectives then, if we can just find the link on top. So what you've got to do in the headliner objective, which I will go and have a look because I completely forgot what you've got to do with all of these different types. Honestly, it's hard to keep up to date with absolutely everybody. I think it is a max chem with 7 leagues that you've got to do. So it's basically max chemistry rules. So it's a classic match, but if you have someone on like 2 chem, he will get max chemistry out of it, and you need a minimum of 7 leagues. So very random. It's interesting. It's something different away from the managerial masterpiece. But what you need to do is score an outside of the box shot and win with a headline with just any team. You need score and assist using Brazilian players in 2 separate wins. Again, fairly simple, just get Brazilian strikers. Assist a goal with a through ball using a 4-star weak foot in 3 separate wins. Win 4 matches, score 10 separate matches using Bundesliga players in foot friendlies. So again, pretty much a lot of wins, but you can do them all roughly at the same sort of time. The only thing that you've got to do that takes a little bit longer is the score 10 in separate matches, but again, you do not need the wins, so preferably Bundesliga strikers are going to be going through the roof if there is any. I know obviously he has his card, but I can imagine he's not massively played just because he is such a low rating, so maybe you focus on one objective and do the other, and you can kind of keep going like that, because you do need the wins, which is going to be annoying for score and assist, because you do need to make sure either you do it in the same objective, so you have a Brazilian passing to another Brazilian and scoring, or you kind of just be able to get 2 goals. Either way, more than likely you'll see a lot of people quit. But in terms of everything else with him, I think there's not really anybody to link with. Pytek normally gets a few informs, but nothing too massive in terms of that what you'd actually want in your team. Obviously, the Brazil nation has got so many players, it's unreal. Plenty of special players you can choose from and really kind of sink your teeth into. And really, there is going to be more and more added each week goes by. So for me, it's a cracking player. I think he's relatively on the average to decent side. Free definitely is nice, but I think the only thing really holding him back is probably just the stats not being completely high rated. I would like more of a long pass, maybe a bit more strength and agility. I'm quite happy with a 4-star. Being 6 foot, little bit clunky on the ball, but I think the agility balance definitely outweigh a bit better, if you get what I mean. The animation isn't quite as harsh on him due to his complete dribbling stats. So overall, I was very happy with him. More than happy to absolutely get him completed, and very much want to know if you're going to get him completed as well. We're going to leave it there for today's episode. We're going to be back with Savage tomorrow, and then 2 more headliners, or depending if there is any 6 PM content. So definitely make a subscription down below and like this video, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.